Hello, and thank you for joining us for today's hybrid education program at Cancer Support Community South Bay. My name is Rebecca, I'm the program manager, and I welcome you to this workshop titled The Warrior Within, Yoga Therapy for Cancer. Before we begin, if this is your first time joining us, CSC South Bay's mission is to uplift and strengthen people impacted by cancer by providing support, fostering compassionate communities, and breaking down barriers to care. Our vision is that everyone impacted by cancer receives the support they want and need throughout their experience. We serve the South Bay, Long Beach, and Orange County area all at no cost. Our program includes support groups, networking groups, healthy lifestyle classes, social activities, and educational programs like this workshop. Education to all. If you'd like to hear more about our services or join a community, please visit our website at cscsouthbay.org. Before I introduce today's speaker, we ask you to keep your microphone muted to eliminate any distracting background noise. Please feel free to enter any general questions into the chat function found at the bottom of the Zoom window. We're going to have a short presentation and then we're going to go into the yoga therapy practicum, so we'll have a short break in between as well. Without further ado, I'll introduce our workshop speaker. Ashley Smaldano is a certified yoga therapist through the International Association of Yoga Therapists, specializing in accessible yoga and somatic practices for people with chronic pain and chronic illness. She is also a certified YCAT teacher, yoga for cancer and chronic illness. She started volunteering for us here at CSC South Bay in 2021, teaching her virtual yoga classes from her home, and most recently offered 10 weeks of private yoga therapy to two of our participants here. Thank you so much, Ashley, for being here with us today.
Thanks, Rebecca. Hi, everyone. I just lost okay, there we go. So as Rebecca said, this is a presentation. We're first going to start with an introduction of what yoga therapy is. And okay. Oh, hold on. Okay, good. All right, we had a little bit of an echo. So I want to start by welcoming you all here, and I'll start with an introduction to what yoga therapy is, and then one of my most common questions is, what's the difference between yoga therapy and regular yoga, quote unquote. So yoga therapy, this is a definition by the International Association of Yoga Therapists, IAYT. It's the certification that I now have after going through a 4-year yoga therapy program. So essentially what we're doing with yoga therapy is we're utilizing the practices and the teachings of yoga to help you feel empowered to take control of your health and your well-being. So it's to support you. It's not just about the asana practice. It's not just, what we tend to see in a general yoga class. So for today, I'm going to focus on kind of these 3 areas, and I'll talk a little bit and then we'll get into a practice. I am someone who learns through doing. Obviously, I'm a yoga therapist. So, but I wanted to give you the why of what we're doing, and to give you a uh, a framework for why we're doing why we're exploring yoga therapy specifically for cancer. So I pulled 3 studies. There are many, many studies on the impacts of yoga on cancer, and both during treatment, but also after treatment. And this first study that I have here, in 2010, 10 different trials with cancer patients, and it reduced so many of the mental health considerations that are, difficult to manage: anxiety, depression, fatigue, stress, but it also improved quality of sleep, mood, and spiritual well-being. So connection to ourselves, but connection to something larger than ourselves. In 2019, there was another study, and this was with 58 different patients over 8 weeks of consistent weekly yoga therapy sessions. This was a group program. And what's fascinating is that 6 months after the sessions concluded, they came back and took measurements of anxiety, depression, and fatigue, and they were still significantly reduced. And what I also just want to point out about this study, they came back after the 6 months and those markers started to go down again. So it's reminding us that the consistency of our practice, of our yoga practice, is really key here. Um, and a report from the National Institutes of Health found that fatigue, sleep issues, emotional stress, cognitive impairment, and musculoskeletal systems all improved when used alongside conventional treatment as well as post-treatment. So this is the kind of the breakdown side to side of yoga therapy versus a quote unquote regular yoga class. So I won't go through it all. Everyone can read. But essentially, yoga therapy is so much more customized to the individual, to you as a person. And that could be either in a group setting done with, check-ins, surveys, checking in before class and after class, and having something written. That's more of a group situation. And one-on-one, we check in with each other before the session, throughout, and after. The entire time we're talking, we're connecting, we're ensuring that what we are offering for you is of the highest service. We also set short-term and long-term goals. So we make sure that they're smart, that they're specific, measurable, achievable, and results-driven, and have a time contingency. So we say like, okay, by the end of our sessions or in 6 months, I want to do this. So we get really specific about what you want and what you need. And usually we meet weekly. And in that initial session, there's an intake form and assessments that, again, are unique to you. So if I just finished working with a client who had really severe knee pain and could hardly walk and wanted to run again and start to train again for upcoming races. And so we worked together to get him to a place where he was pain-free. And like he just told me yesterday, he's like, hey, I can walk and I've started running and training again and I don't have pain. That's amazing, right? When we're dealing with pain, it not only impacts how we feel in our day to day, but it impacts every single layer of our being, like when we don't feel our best. I've struggled with insomnia throughout the years, and it's like when that starts to trickle in, that it impacts how we feel. Um, and so we really take into account everything that makes you unique in your journey and create a program that is supportive for your goals and also just how you want to feel. So I just did a lot of talking. Um, I also just want to say, like, if anyone joining us online has any questions, you can always pop them into the chat box. I will have time for Q&A after our practice, but any questions so far? I know I just did a lot of chatting. There's a little bit. Um, no, that's okay. Any questions? Any questions online? All right. So if you are joining us at home, we will be doing a little chair practice, and then we'll do a standing practice. So make sure that if you are using a chair at home, try to find one if you can that doesn't have wheels, so it's not going to move around. And like any props that you need at home, like if your chair isn't totally comfortable, or even here, if you need extra blankets, does anyone need like a blanket for their back or anything?
Once we finish the presentation part, maybe I'll give them the props.
Oh, okay. No problem.
You saw the presentation or yeah.
All right. Volume is good too? Okay, great. All right, so we're going to start by sliding all the way back. Is it possible to see everybody? Do they have their cameras on? Oh, okay. Okay, no worries. All right, so back is against the chair, fully supported, feet flat either on the floor or on a blanket or pillow, anything that you have at home. And start by either closing your eyes or letting your gaze drop down to the floor in front of you. And just bring awareness to your breath. Notice where you feel the movement of your breath in your body right now. Is it more in your belly? Do you feel more movement in the ribs? Maybe in the chest? Simply notice. And bring awareness to your physical body, where you feel your feet meeting the support beneath you, whether that's the floor or a prop. And notice the support of the chair seat and chair back. Bring awareness to the sound of your breath. Notice where your hands are resting. And if you'd like to change where they are, or if it feels comfortable where they've landed. Just notice like the resonance of the day and any information that I've shared with you. Notice the energy that you are meeting this moment with. If you feel stressed or anxious, maybe the day has been really busy up until now. Maybe you feel really tired, fatigued, or anywhere in between. Without trying to change or force anything to be different, just be aware. Observe. Bring one hand over your heart center in the middle of your chest. And either your other hand comes on top or can rest on your belly. And take the next few rounds of deep, easeful breaths to set an intention for what you need most right now. What prompted you to say yes, to register, to learn more? And see if you can whittle that down to a word or a mantra of sorts. And repeat it quietly to yourself. And let this intention drop just beneath your hands, over your heart, around your heart, into your heart. If your eyes are closed, begin to blink them open. Bring your hands back down into your lap. Just note how you feel just after a few minutes of checking in, of breathing. Now we're going to move a little bit. So keep the back against your chair. On your inhale, reach your right arm to the sky and turn your head towards the left. On your exhale, arm lowers back down, head comes back to center. Inhale, left arm reaches up, turn your head to the right. Exhale, come back to center. Just keep moving with your breath, nice and slow. So especially like in the middle of the day, in the afternoon, right? It can be difficult, it could be challenging to like pause and slow down. So I wanted to be really purposeful with this practice that I introduced today, to have it be hopefully a little bit of bringing an element of balance, whether you've had like a busy morning or if you're feeling fatigued, that it has just enough for what the majority of you might need. And especially when it's cold, what tends to happen, right? We start to round and like want to bundle up. And also just winter coincides with a lot of heaviness, like physically, but also mentally, emotionally. So this is just a really gentle way to start to lift the heart open through the chest, kind of undo all of this movement. So one more time each side. Good. Then come back to center. This time scooch forward. So if you have your feet on the blanket or whatever you have at home, you can keep it there or move it off to the side if you feel like your feet can root more easily without it now. So you're away from the back of the chair, seated cat-cow. Hands come towards the tops of the thighs. As you inhale, lengthen through the spine. As you reach the chest up, And bring your gaze up towards the ceiling, but more about a diagonal versus dropping the head back. Yes. As you exhale, press the palms into the thighs to round gently through the upper back, chin to chest. Inhale. Without actually moving the hands, imagine like you're trying to pull the hands back without actually pulling them back. See if that opens the chest a little bit more. Exhale, round. Navel draws back. 2 more. Inhale, lift, lengthen. Exhale, round. Last one. Then come back up, nice long spine. And bring the torso forward to the right, back, around to the left. So tracing circles with the torso. Like you can imagine your torso is the spoon stirring the pot of stew. Nice and slow. And you can play with how big the circles are. Maybe they stay the same size, especially if you're, being met with some like tension or pain anywhere. And then switch directions. And then come back to center. Arms reach up. Any amount. And as you exhale, rotate towards the right. Left hand comes to the outer right thigh. Right hand comes to the back of your chair. So either the chair seat, easy for me to say, or the chair back. On your inhale, get a little bit taller through the spine. And as you exhale, draw the navel in towards the back ribs. Soften through the shoulders, soften through the neck. Inhale, come back to center, arms come up. This could be up. And as you exhale, twist towards the left. Nice and easy here. If you notice that you're leaning back towards the chair to reach it, just bring the hand closer towards you. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good. Come back to center. Inhale, arms sweep out and up. Again, up can be here. And as you exhale, fold forward over your legs. If you like, you can heel toe the feet out wider to create more space if you want to bring your hands closer to the ground. Or let the forearms rest on your thighs. Allow the chin to gently come towards the chest, any amount that feels comfortable and easeful for the neck. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good. On your next inhale, come back up. We'll all start with feet hip width distance, so that if they were wider, just bring them back in. Okay, these are called hip walks, so a little bit of core, and they're kind of fun. All right, and we need more fun, more lightness. Row the nose. All right, so we're just gonna like lift the hip up and back. Right hip up and back. So you can hold on to the legs or seat of the chair And kind of shimmy your way back towards the back of the chair. I'm losing my mic here. Small ear canals. And then walk forward with your hips. Yes. Might feel a little weird at first. You're like, how do I make my hips do that? So if it feels really challenging, just know that this is going to be the hardest it's ever going to be. It only gets easier from here. Using those obliques a little bit. Yeah, who knew? You're like, wait, how is this using my core right now? It's sneaky, sneaky. All right. And then walk back forward where your feet can rest on the ground. Hold on to the sides of the chair. Lift your right knee up. Flex the toes. Extend the leg out. If you're like, oh my gosh, my leg is shaking so much, bring it down closer to the ground. It could be more of a hover. Then rebend, place the foot down. Lift the left knee up. Extend the leg out. Rebend, place it down. Yes. Notice if you started to lean back or start to drop the lower back towards the back of the chair. So use the side of the chair as traction. Think nice long spine as you lift. Rebend. Good. Nice. How's this feeling so far? Good. Last one, each side. Hello, hamstrings. Hello, quads. Hello, core, stabilizing us this whole time. Whew. Find your forward fold of choice. Forearms to thighs, or hands come down to the floor, or blocks if you have them at home. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Another deep breath in through your nose. Let's sigh it out together. If you missed it, we'll do it one more time. Inhale, breathe in through your nose. Biggest sigh yet. Come back up. Heel toe your feet back to hip width distance. Last little bit here. We're going to come to stand, but we're going to transition from chair pose. So start by hinging at the hips. Feel that motion. Yeah. So this is the movement that we want every time we get up. There are a lot of things that happen over time, habits that we create, especially if there's pain or if we have had injuries or surgery on a specific area of the body, like we compensate and then it just changes how we move. So from this movement, hinge, press into the feet, come up, maybe hold, reach your arms forward, remind yourself that you are strong. Then reach up, stand. Good. Lower arms down. All right. Come to the back of your chair. Good. We're doing okay. So all you're going to do is step your feet back. Am I still in frame? Okay, sorry. Step your feet back. Hands are on the back of your chair. So this is why if you're at home, I said no wheels, because then this will happen. And we don't want any falling or slipping. So if all you have is wheels, just like bring the chair up against a wall or something where it won't slide. Okay. So this is a variation of downward facing dog that you can take. Bend the knees as much as you need to find more length through your spine. So if you feel like, oh, my spine is super rounded, Bend the knees a little bit or a lot. Yes. Bend the knees, bend the knees. And lengthen the spine forward. Good. Take another deep breath in here. Let it go. Step your right foot forward towards the chair. Yep. Good. Bend the front knee and then straighten. A few more just like that. Bend, straighten. Relax the shoulders. They like to sneak up towards the ears. Just encourage them. Yes, really nice. You might feel a lot of stretch through the front of that left hip. And the chair here is encouraging us to stay nice and long through the spine, but it's also providing support and stability. All right, step forward this time. Notice how the sides feel different. And then step the right leg back. So we're on the ball of the foot. Yep, heel is lifted. Yeah. Straighten front knee and bend. Yes. Check in with your breath. Like, oh yeah. When we're focusing on, especially if a movement is new or if there are a lot of things happening in the body, it can be very easy to forget to take deep breaths. So it's okay. Just come back. Come back to the breath. So that goes for anything where we're learning something new, or moving through a difficult experience. Just remind yourself, come back to the breath, check in. The more that we practice that awareness, the more that it'll serve you in your day-to-day life. Good. And then step forward. One more time. Walk the feet back. Bend the knees. Lengthen the spine. And notice if the head is dropping past the arms here. Head is in line with your upper arms. And let your gaze come down towards the floor without dropping the head. So the back of the neck is nice and long. Yes. And then come back up. Come to sit in your chair once again. Feet come onto your blanket, scoot all the way back. Good. Last little stretch here before we do some breathing. Figure 4. So this is one option. If you're like, there's no way that my ankle is going to come to that point, you can instead cross at the ankle. So we're still getting that external rotation in the hip. Okay. Hands can come to the side of the chair to encourage length through the spine. Yeah. Good. And maybe if you're like, oh, I feel a lot of stretch here, stay upright. Or maybe explore shifting the torso forward. So remember that hinge that we worked with before we came up? So that's what we want to find here. Hinge at the hips versus rounding through the spine. By the hinge. Nice. And then release. Switch sides. Mhm. So find the length in the spine first, and from that length, then you hinge. But the hinge is optional. And then release. And then let your back rest against your chair. Bring one hand or both hands over your heart center. And notice where you feel the movement of your breath. Just after a little bit of movement, intentional movement. Notice if it's changed or shifted in any way from when we checked in earlier. And then bring awareness to your breath once again. Or your body once again. The sensations that you feel. Any areas where you usually carry a lot of tension. Notice if anything shifted or changed in any way. You can keep your hands on your heart, over your heart, or let your hands come to rest in your lap. Palms down is more of a energy drawing inward. Palms up, it's more of an energetic, like opening to receive. Gently allow your exhale to lengthen. Easy inhale through your nose. And slightly longer exhale, also through your nose if you can. Yeah, if you have allergies, sinus stuff happening. Remember, we're not here to create more discomfort. We're here to hopefully release tension, reduce stress. In order to clear the fog that can arise of just being a human in this world. An option to start to add a brief retention, a brief hold at the bottom of your exhale. So it could be a count of 1 or 2 to start for a few rounds and just see how your body and mind respond. And if you feel like you're too relaxed and you're on the verge of sleep,
I invite you instead to focus on lengthening the inhale. Feel free to continue with your breathing practice or allow the breath to come back to its natural flow. And I'd like to read a brief entry from this book called My Grandfather's Blessings. It's called Pearls of Wisdom. An oyster is soft, tender, and vulnerable. Without the sanctuary of its shell, it could not survive. But oysters must open their shells in order to breathe water. Sometimes while an oyster is breathing, a grain of sand will enter its shell and become a part of its life from then on. Such grains of sand cause pain, but an oyster does not alter its soft nature because of this. It does not become hard and leathery in order not to feel. It continues to entrust itself to the ocean, to open and breathe in order to live. But it does respond. Slowly and patiently, the oyster wraps the grain of sand in thin, translucent layers until over time, it has created something of great value in the place where it was most vulnerable to its pain. A pearl might be thought of as an oyster's response to its suffering. Not every oyster can do this. Oysters that do are far more valuable to people than oysters that do not. Sand is a way of life for an oyster. If you are soft and tender and must live on the sandy floor of the ocean, making pearls becomes a necessity if you are to live well. Disappointment and loss are a part of every life. Many times we can put such things behind us and get on with the rest of our lives, but not everything is amenable to this approach. Some things are too big or too deep to do this, and we will have to leave important parts of ourselves behind if we treat them in this way. These are the places where wisdom begins to grow in us. It begins with suffering that we do not avoid or rationalize or put behind us. It starts with the realization that our loss, whatever it is, has become a part of us and has altered our lives so profoundly that we cannot go back to the way it was before. Something in us can transform such suffering into wisdom. The process of turning pain into wisdom often looks like a sorting process. First, we experience everything. Then one by one, we let things go. The anger, blame, sense of injustice, and finally, even the pain itself, until all we have left is a deeper sense of the value of life and a greater capacity to live it. Recognize the aspect of you that is like the oyster, that has opened up to receive more, to ask for help, to truly listen to what your needs are and get really clear on how you want to move forward and turn the sand that you are given into a pearl. Be proud of yourself for wherever you are in your cancer journey. And recognize all of the effort, all of the time and energy within you and all the people that have supported you, all of the organizations, such as this one. That have been guides along the way, support along the way. And give yourself and all those who have played a role in your journey. Send them all thanks, including you. Start to rub your palms together, generate some heat. And place your hands over your chest, just underneath your collarbone. Feel the warmth starting to trickle in, softening the musculature, and also just like the space around the heart. And then when you're ready, blink open your eyes, let your hands fall back into your lap, and check in. Notice how you're feeling in your body, in your mind, in your heart. And like think back to how you felt, like maybe on the way here, and if you're watching this recording, like the process of showing up in front of your computer and watching it. Everything that led you to this moment, like think about that energy that you arrived with and notice how you feel now. Like this was just like a half-hour practice. So, yeah, with that, if anyone has any questions, this is just like a little tiny taste of what yoga therapy can offer, and also just yoga in general, depending on the teacher. Yeah, anyone would like to share how they feel or how that was?
May I ask? May I?
Yep. Yep. Yeah. So a participant here said that she was surprised how relaxing it was and that she was starting to fall asleep. And so the movement probably helped you. The breathings.
Yeah.
Yeah, the breathing helped you slow down. So did you try the inhale?
Yeah.
The longer inhale instead of the longer exhale? Yeah, wonderful.
It was excellent. It relaxed me. I liked it very
so
much.
much, Parvana, for sharing. It was relaxing.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Are we going to have this every week, I hope?
No, so
Oh.
this is a one-time workshop, so we're not happy that she's with us here
Oh,
today.
that's too bad.
Yeah.
So so if you want to explore yoga therapy and want that one-on-one support, yeah, I can get that back on.
Katie, did you want to share? I see that you unmuted yourself.
Okay. It'll kick me off.
All right. Apologies for the tech stuff happening, but we're figuring it out together. This is yoga in action. So here is my information. If you would like to explore yoga therapy more, or just want to have a chat about what that would look like for you, you could contact me. There's my phone, there's my email. So either text or email works great for communication. And yeah, I mean, I would be honored to support any of you who are interested. And appreciate you all showing up. And for those of you watching the recording, thanks for sticking with us through this.
Thank you, Ashley, again for your time and expertise today. We appreciate you coming today and doing the hybrid mode and sticking through.
Yeah, we did it. We did it, team. We did it together. Thank you. Thank you.